Hey, what's up, everybody? I hope everybody's having a good day today. Got a lot to talk about, a lot of going on in the news. Donald Trump is busy starting World War III while simultaneously selling cheap-made Chinese mobile phones and putting up flagpoles and overall just looking like the complete moron that he is. So we have some good stuff for you. Hopefully, let me check my audio because I know somebody's going to yell at me if I don't. Let me just make sure my mic is right. No, that should be good. That should be good. Okay, we are good to go. Iran's leader's bunker was hit today. Oh, wonderful. Wonderful. Yeah, we'll talk about Iran a little bit more today. We're going to talk about it a lot on Sunday with me and Mike. That's going to be the topic of conversation for Sunday. We are going to be talking about Iran and Israel a lot. I've come to the realization that Israel is not our friend. Israel is not our ally. They are the worst ally you could possibly have. So, yeah. And Donald Trump is now backing off using the 3,000-pound bunker buster bomb to attack Iran's nuclear facilities. And this is what concerns me, he's worried it's not strong enough. The only other weapon we have other than that 30,000-pound bomb, is a tactical nuke. So Donald Trump is worried that the giant bunker buster bomb that can burrow 200 feet into reinforced concrete is not strong enough. So he's considering other options, which that only leaves one other option, guys. You know what I mean? So yeah, we'll get into all of that today. I got a lot of good stuff lined up for you. So first, let's talk about the parade again. Okay, I found this is hilarious. Okay, we've talked about the parade to death, and I'm not gonna raise it or spend a whole lot of time on it. But I do want to show you a video. This is why Fox News is propaganda. Okay, I'm gonna play you the same exact footage. One clip is from PBS. And the other clip is from Fox News. And I want you guys to see if you can tell the difference. Okay, here we go. This is so good. Okay, so this is PBS. This is PBS.
Thank you very much, everybody. And thank you to Vice President Vance. And thank you to our wonderful First Lady. And above all...
They put a...
Thank you to Vice President Vance. And thank you to our wonderful...
They put a clap track. They put a clap track to make it sound like people were actually clapping and cheering for him. But when in reality, it was dead silent because nobody was there. But Fox News and MAGA are now turning. They are all turning on Fox. I'm sorry, not Fox News, but Donald Trump and MAGA are now all turning on Fox News. Tucker Carlson recently came out and said that, yeah, Fox News is just a propaganda network that targets old people. So I don't know what Fox News is going to do. Because the only thing they had going for it was that they're a propaganda network for Donald Trump. You know, thank you so much, Brita. Yeah, I felt like crap yesterday. I don't know what it was, but I feel a lot better today. So that was yeah. So that's why Fox News is a propaganda network. They had to actually put a clap track on there, so everybody at home that doesn't do research, they thought that Donald Trump walked out to like a standing ovation. It's so pathetic. It is so pathetic how much they have to stroke this guy's ego. He is beyond embarrassed America this week. He had a professional soccer team in the White House where he asked them how they felt about men and women's sports. While World War III is essentially started, he is, yeah, I have the video of that actually, Brina, for Tucker turning on Ted Cruz. It's a good thing you brought that up. But while World War III is starting, he is at the White House bragging about the bestest ever flagpoles that you ever did see. And I have videos of it. It's so embarrassing. The world is literally falling apart as a direct result of Donald Trump's incompetence. And this idiot is selling gold-plated phones that aren't made in America. I mean, you got people, right-wing influencers online, like, oh my God, Donald Trump's going to give Verizon and AT&T a run for their money. I'm like, no, they're not. No, they're not. First of all, they don't even have their own network because that takes billions and billions of dollars that they don't have. So they're just going to use T-Mobile, Verizon, and AT&T's network, which is just the same thing like Cricket Wireless does, or one of those smaller, what are they called? Prepaid services that you can get. They just piggyback off other networks. So it's not anything new. You're not going to get any new features. If anything, you're going to get a $90 Alibaba phone with Donald Trump's name on it in gold. That's what you're going to get. And you're going to pay $500 for this Temu phone that they got from China. Quite literally from China. So, but before we get into that, let's talk about Elon. Elon had a bad day. Another bad day. He had another rapid, unscheduled disassembly. Only this time, the rocket wasn't even leaving the ground. It was just a static test on the ground, and it blew up. He, on Twitter, trying to play it off, says, oh, it's just a scratch. Yeah, I forget how many millions of dollars these things cost, like $30 million a piece or something insane. So this guy's talking about going to Mars by the end of 2028. And so far, he hasn't even gotten to the moon. He hasn't even gotten halfway to the moon. And he's talking about colonizing Mars by the end of 2028. Just shut up, Elon. Nobody believes you anymore. But here you go, if you guys want to enjoy the view.
I mean, even the other day when they...
Hey!
Whoa! What? That's
no!
Okay, now imagine living in that area.
Oh my God. It
And
appears
then
there has been a
Ship
row.
36 just blew up. I mean, even the other day when they... Whoa!
I mean, that... If you lit, your house would shake. That would shatter windows if anybody was close. That is insanely dangerous. But we continue to give this guy our tax money to do this, to pretend he's just a giant freaking child. Like every one of his stupid ass ideas comes out of a goddamn science fiction movie. Elon Musk is not a genius. He's an idiot. He's an idiot with too much money. Well, I'm gonna go to space. I'm gonna dig a tunnel, and we're gonna go super fast underground in my tunnel. I'm gonna put chips in people's brains. Like, I'm serious. Every one of his ideas are like stupid. He's like a toddler with too much money. Like, yeah, I'm gonna build a rocket. Okay, son. And then this is what happens. They obviously don't know what they're doing. They keep blowing up rockets. If NASA blows up one rocket, they're in a congressional hearing, getting grilled by senators. But Elon can blow up one after another, probably scared the living shit out of anybody within miles of this launch. Or, God forbid, he actually makes it out of the atmosphere, then the rocket explodes, and then it rains debris everywhere. This guy's a menace. This guy's an idiot. Why do we keep elevating people like this? And so many people still believe in this guy. So many people still believe in Elon Musk. It drives me crazy. It's all right-wing nut jobs anymore. And bots. You guys, I saw a video. This is a very good point. You know why Donald Trump, when you see his live events that he has nobody there? Because bots can't attend parades. Bots can't go to rallies. Okay, so yeah, he looks like he has a ton of support online when most of them are probably Russian bots or Chinese bots or whatever, because Twitter's full of them. And I guarantee Truth Social is too. You know what I'm saying? So that's why when you see Donald Trump's support in person, everybody's like, I don't understand it. It's because bots can't go to live events. They can only be online trolls. That's Donald Trump's army, 90% bots. I mean, hell, even Trump supporters are freaking bots. You know what I'm saying? Like, Actually, you can tell the difference between a Donald Trump supporter post and a bot post. When you see the bot post, they actually post in correct English. When you see a Donald Trump supporter post, it's barely legible. I'm not even kidding. I can show you some of the DMs I get. And it's like, oh my God, that's crazy. All right, so enough about Elon Musk. I just wanted to share that with you because I thought that might give you a little bit of a joy. But honestly, though, at what point are we going to stop giving this guy money? They obviously don't know what they're doing. Obviously, they can build a rocket. Great. I'm sure a lot of people out there can build a rocket. But this is not going to work, especially when we're funding it. Like, dog, stop giving Elon Musk money. I hope the next president just, like, takes all of his government funding. I hope. Anyway, let's go on to Trump Mobile because this one has me just giggling. Here's the website. Oh, first, Trump is pissed because the coverage map on this website that I am on, this was the original coverage map that they have taken down. Let me show it to you. See if you can tell what he was upset about. This is the Trump Mobile coverage map. Gulf of Mexico. He was not happy. He was not happy when they found that out, so they had to take it down. I thought that was hilarious. So this is the Trump organization. Okay, cool. So I can golf, hotels, our story. Oh, this is good. This has to be good. Let me look at Don Jr.'s story. Donald Trump Jr. is an innovator and leader in today's business. I'm sorry, I'm trying to be serious. As EVP of the Trump Organization, Don Jr. works to expand the company's real estate, retail, commercial, hotel, and golf interests. His extensive real estate development experience, rigorous education, rampant drug use. Oh, wait, no. Sorry, that's not in there. Inherent business sense and a level of detail and depth to the management of all current and future Trump projects. Oh my God, what do they say about Eric? Because he's literally, we'll call him special. Eric Trump is the EVP of the Trump Organization and oversees all aspects of management and the operation of the global real estate empire, including new project acquisition, development, and construction. Oh my God. This is follow Eric Trump. Give me a break. Okay, anyway, what do we got here? Wireless service. I am incredibly excited to step into this new digital space. Hardworking Americans deserve a wireless service that's affordable, reflects their values, and delivers reliable quality they can count on. We're especially proud to offer free long-distance calling to our military members and their family. Doesn't every... Yeah, I get overseas, but... Okay, anyway. It's, of course, $47.45 a month, which I'm sure has nothing to do with the fact that Donald Trump was the 47th and 45th president. I'm sure that's just a coincidence. But here's what you get. You get unlimited talks, text, and data. Okay, so does everybody else. Complete device protection. From what? Oh, God. 24 hours a day, 7 day a week roadside assistance through Drive America. Telehealth services, including virtual medical care, mental health support, and easy ordering and delivery for prescription medications. Okay, I'm curious how they could... Great idea, maybe, if you could actually implement it. I don't see how that's even possible. Free international calling to more than 100 countries. Blah, blah, blah. No contracts, no credit check. But there is a $100 deposit. Just to order one. And people have been already saying that they've been charged multiple $100 deposits. And for some reason, when you sign up for this plan, they charge you on a recurring basis. So you have to sign up for like automatic payment, I think. Or whatever. I don't know. So let's see if we can find information on the device itself. Let's see. Does it even have anything on here regarding? It used to. They must have taken all the information down. Oh, wait. TrumpMobile.com. Okay. Oh, here we go. Should I sign up? Let's buy a phone. Okay, let's look at the phone. Yeah. $499, $100 down payment. Status, coming soon, which means it doesn't exist yet. This is a rendering of a phone, but not a real phone. If you'll notice, there is no camera, no flash on the back camera, which is a huge deal if you're selling a top-of-the-line phone that'll rival Samsung and Apple. Okay. Oh, they changed it. Oh, you sons of bitches changed it. Did you? I think they might have changed it because they on here said that there was a 5,000 milliamp camera, which of course is the battery. But they actually said it had a 5,000 milliamp hour milliamp hour battery or camera. Yeah. So the rear cam, it claims 50 megapixels, but then the depth and macro lenses are only 2. So your picture quality is going to be garbage. And again, this is not a real phone. Not a real phone. But they changed this. They actually changed this. That's hilarious. I wonder if I could find the original. I bet we can. Let's go to Engadget. There we go. Let's see if I can find it in here. Nope. I bet we could find it on Twitter. Okay, Trump. Trump phone specs. Yep, here's the old one. And 12 gigabytes of RAM. Sucks. Yeah, here it is right here. You can barely see it. I don't know if I can... Let me save this. See if I can save the image. Let me pull it up that way. Then I can zoom in. Bloop. And bloop. And bloop. And there we go. So let's go to 200%. 300%. Okay. So here we go. This is the original. And it has a 3.5 millimeter. Oh my God. It has a headphone jack. It has this kind of headphone jack. Okay, premium phones don't come with that because the USB-C. Hold up, I just got this tangled up. The USB-C is a high-quality audio output as well as a charging port. You don't need both. AI face unlock. I don't know if I trust Trump with that, but here you go. 5,000 milliamp long life camera. Those of you who don't know anything about camera phones, that's not a thing. 5,000 milliamps is battery life, but they said it has a long life camera. I don't even know what the hell that means. But this is what they're trying to pawn. This is their newest grift, the T1 phone. In gold, of course. This is such a scam. And they're saying eventually it's going to be made in America, even though no phone on planet freaking Earth is made in America. Not one. Okay? Not even Apple. So, not going to happen. Not going to happen. If anything, yeah, most likely manufactured overseas. President Donald Trump's company announced the launch of Trump mobile cell phone service and a $499 gold-covered phone, blah, blah, blah. The launch follows Trump's broader goal to boost U.S. electronics manufacturing. So, I hate how they frame it as he's trying to boost U.S. manufacturing with no plan. Like just saying, I'm coming out with a phone with no plan on how to actually build it in the United States. You're not doing anything. Analysts say that the device likely comes from Chinese original design manufacturers, possibly Wingtech, or Alibaba or Temu and manufacturing phones domestically requires infrastructure not immediately available, which means we don't have it. Not only do we not have it, we have not even, I don't even know if we started building the infrastructure needed to start manufacturing mobile devices. It's just not something that I don't think we've ever even tried. Because one, it'd be ridiculously expensive. So Trump Mobile is launching into a telecommunications industry largely controlled by major providers, obviously with uncertain prospects for initially producing devices domestically, while the Trump family maintains their investment in related products such as the Trump meme coin. It's just another grift. His people will buy it. You will possibly see, I mean, if they ever actually make it, but there's a chance you will see some dipshit walking around with a gold-colored phone. If you do, please take a picture of him and send it to me, because I want to laugh. I want to laugh hard. If anybody that buys this phone, you deserve to get laughed in your face. You deserve it. You deserve it. I'm not even going to feel bad about it. Oh, my God. But no, this is just another grift, just like his meme coin and Trump watches and whatever other bullshit that he sells. It's just another scam. It's just another scam. And his people will just, they fall for it all the time. His core audience, oh my God, they are so excited about this. Go on TikTok and look at videos of MAGA talking about this. They're so happy that Daddy Trump came out with a new phone. I'm telling you, we should make fake Trump farts in a bottle and pretend it's supported by Donald Trump. I guarantee we'll sell some. I guarantee, right? We would have somebody at home open that bottle and stick their nose in it and try and see what Donald Trump's fart smells like. I'm pretty sure they're probably going to do it eventually. They have a Trump cologne. They do have a Trump cologne. I forgot about that one. Oh, gold sneakers. Anyone remember that? Yeah. Yeah, they're probably loading. Sally says they're loading spyware on Trump phones. Yeah, I would not trust my data with any device involved in Trump. Not even close. So, yeah, that is pathetic, man. It's just another grift, okay? Don't buy it. There are much better phones out there for $500. Samsung makes great phones for $500. This is garbage. This is quite honestly junk. Worthless. It's probably worth, if you take that 4 off of there, that's probably how much it's worth. So your down payment of $100 is actually going to be $1 or more than the actual value of this piece of shit phone. That's not made in America. It's not anti-woke, or whatever these guys want to call it. It's just stupid. It's just a grift. Like everything else Trump does, it's a goddamn grift. And he has the dumbest supporters in history, so they buy this shit. That's what pisses me off. Like, if they just stop buying stuff from him, maybe we'll be all right. Maybe, I don't know, maybe. Moving on from Trump Mobile. The number. Oh my God. I'm so glad you said that. Trump phone specs. Where is it? I wanted to call the number on here and see if they fixed it. Hold up. I gotta find Trump Mobile again. Trump Mobile nuke sniffer. Yeah, I don't know my Google Trump Mobile. The page failed. Here you go. I tried pre-ordering the Trump phone. The page failed, and it charged my credit card the wrong amount. Okay. Where is it? The Trump organization. Here we go. All right, back to it. Where is it? TrumpMobile.com. All right, buy a phone. What if I have questions? 888-TRUMP-45. There's another number on here. But let's call it anyway. Yeah, all right. Where's my phone? We're calling the Donald Trump. I wonder if I can get somebody on the line. Wouldn't that be great? I could ask questions. TRUP-5.
Thank you for calling Trump Mobile. Your call is very important to us. To ensure the highest level of customer care, this call may be recorded for quality control and training.
Oh, I gotta get a person.
If you are calling to sign up for Trump Mobile, please visit our website at www.trumpmobile.com. For any other questions, please hold and our next available representative will be with you shortly. Due to unprecedented demand for Trump Mobile, call volumes are extremely high.
I'm sure they are.
We understand that time is important to you. If you would like to receive a call back without losing your place in line, please press 1 and you will receive a call back in the order your call was received.
Absolutely. Hopefully I'll get a call back midstream. I know they changed the number. It was a disconnected number by... Why am I on hold? All right, let me turn that off before freaking YouTube has a fit about the music. Yeah, it was a Verizon number. It was a Verizon number that was not in service. So this whole launch has been tragic. Just like everything else that the Trump administration does, everything is half-assed. So yeah, that's funny. I was hoping I would find that other number too, because I wanted to show you guys that they literally had a disconnected number that you called. But a lot of people are saying that yeah, like that article just said, their cards are being charged the wrong amount. They're being charged a $100 deposit multiple times. One kid got charged the $100 deposit 5 times. Yeah, because they would click order and then the website would say error or 404 not found, but the transaction would go through. So people are trying multiple times to get their order to go through, and then every single time it's charging their card $100. So good luck getting that money back, y'all. It is gone. Gone. All right, so moving on from Trump Mobile. Breda, thank you so much for bringing that back up. Wait, who's in India? Got it. Wait. Sally said they're in India. Who's in India? About to call it. Oh, the people on the phone. Yeah, well, yeah. It's usually the case. Trump welcomes Juventus soccer team and then asks about transgender athletes. This is embarrassing. So yesterday, Captain Dipshit hosted the Juventus team at the White House during their visit to the United States for the Club World Cup tournament, soccer. The visit coincided with ongoing U.S. debates on transgender rights, including a recent Supreme Court ruling allowing a Tennessee ban on gender-affirming care for minors. They're going to end up killing people because of this, their relentless pursuit of trans people. During the meeting, Trump questioned the actual players and officials about trans women competing in sports. While the general manager you could tell he was annoyed. He's like, yeah, we have a great women's team. But I have the video of Donald Trump being like, have you ever had a woman playing man sports? Like, the guy's a fool. Complete and utter fool. Let me play it for you.
He was never for, if you think, he was never for transgender for everybody or men playing in women's sports.
All right, now keep in mind, there's a professional soccer team behind him who just won the Club World Cup. They're there to meet the President of the United States, who's supposed to just be professional and congratulate them for their victory. But instead, this fucking idiot goes on a rant about trans people.
You know, he was never.
This is embarrassing.
Could a woman make your team, fellas? Tell me.
Look at them looking around. They're like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Nice. What do you think? Think a woman could make the team? General managers, what do you think?
Difficult.
Don't say it. Close.
We have a very good women's team, though.
You do have, right? Yeah. But they should be playing with women, right? You know, it's one of those things. See, they're very diplomatic.
Yeah, because because they're not fools. They're not fools, unlike our president. So that's what he was doing. Ranting about trans people in sports. Again, World War III is literally happening as we speak, and this guy is talking about flagpoles, mobile devices, and embarrassing us in front of international soccer players. God, yeah. I hate MAGA. I hate you. I hate you all. I hate every one of you. Every single one of you. So before we get into some of this other stuff, let's talk about Donald Trump's flag. Because it's the bestest, most beautiful, most erect flagpole in the world. So he has an actual flag raising ceremony. And they all look so stupid. But here he comes walking out to do a press conference while he uses construction workers as props in the background. This video is just him making a fool out of himself by because nobody gives a shit about this. Nobody cares about 100-foot flagpoles at the White House. Quite literally, nobody asked for this. This is just Donald Trump being a giant man baby. But here's the first video. I love how he's got his pants above his belly button at this point. Pretty soon he'll be tight. Maybe we'll get lucky and eventually just tighten the belt around his... If they get getting higher, you know what I mean? Maybe we'll just... Whatever. Whoa! Have you ever seen media? No, Donald, we've never seen the media. Yeah, this is what he spent a good portion of the day doing. And every time they asked him about Israel and Iran, he would dodge the question and start talking about his beautiful flagpoles. Beautiful flagpoles. The bestest, biggest, most amazing flagpoles you ever did see. I mean, he actually talks about it. They're tapered. They're so beautiful. You've never seen flagpoles like this before. I think is where he comes to talk.
So the White House opened about 1800. A little before that, it's just a tad. And I've always said, why doesn't it have a flagpole from the grass? They call it a flagpole from the grass. They have a little one on top, very little one.
They call it a flagpole from the grass because it's in the grass. Catchy.
This is about the largest you'll ever see, and it's tapered. It's at a quality that you guys rarely get to even put up. They do that for a living. They're incredible people. I don't know them, but I love them.
Yeah, it's tapered, and yeah, it looks like a giant penis. There's a reason the American flag is on the highest point of the White House. There's a reason American flag is on the highest point of every embassy and most military buildings. There is a reason for it. But Donald Trump, of course, does not understand that. He's just a fool. So it gets worse, though, because he does that in front of the press, tells everybody how beautiful and revolutionary these flagpoles are. I can't believe I'm talking about this. I feel so dumb right now. But then, while talking to the press, he turns around and asks if any of the construction workers are illegal immigrants.
They gave to us, fellas. They gave.
This is mind-blowing.
Anybody in here that's a member of the? No, I don't think so. You've known all these people for a long time. Any illegal immigrants in here now? If they were, they'll find out. Right? They'll be checking you. You won't believe. Your whole life will be destroyed because of this press conference. Watch. They'll destroy these people.
Wow. You know, the funny part is they're already on White House property. It's a little late for vetting, don't you think? Any of you guys terrorists with a bomb strapped to your chest? Well, if there is, they're going to find out about it. Because they're good. They're good at what they do.
I didn't want to tell them that before this did happen. They'll end up being, he's a so-and-so. This one is from you know where. Don't worry. I think you're going to be okay. Sure.
Literally racially profiling people.
I'll be right behind you. Far behind you. I'll be right behind you. Now, look, we have to take...
Wow. And then here's the flag raising ceremony itself. And you guys are going to love this because Donald Trump stares directly into the sun again. Remember the eclipse photo? Yeah, here's another one. Here's another one.
All right, keep some more tension on her.
All right, it's a little long, so I'm gonna fast forward it a little bit. But here he stands there forever with his hand up like a dumbass.
Let it go.
And you're not supposed to just stand there and salute, and you're not supposed to talk, because when you salute, you stand at attention. But again, somebody that's never served a goddamn day in his life will never understand that. Here he is staring at the sun. Yep. Yep, the sun is up in the sky, Donald. This is what our tax money is going to. Yeah, look at the. Oh, yeah, look at the sun again. There, you dumbass. Okay, so now we have big, giant, useless flagpoles in the White House. 2 of them. 2 ginormous, the bestest flagpoles you ever did see. Yeah, so that's what he's doing with our tax money. Amazing, right? Unbelievable. Wait till you guys wait till you guys see this Iran stuff or Iran. I gotta start saying it right. I keep saying Iran like a true American. Iran. I sound like a freaking MAGA. Iran. Okay, I'll say it properly from now on. But that's the flagpole moment. So he's very proud of his pole, his giant pole. He's very happy. I wonder if he's compensating for something. What do you think? He has the big pole to compensate for the little one. Okay, so Trump is also reconsidering Biden's asbestos ban. How can this possibly be a good thing? The Trump administration's EPA is reviewing the Biden-era prohibition on chrysotile asbestos, the only type of asbestos currently permitted in the United States. Follows EPA's final ban last year, a move decades in the making to address cancer risks. It's called white asbestos, lingers in products like gaskets, brake blocks, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, asbestos is extremely unhealthy. I mean, still to this day, people, especially in construction, you tear apart old buildings, you gotta be really careful about asbestos. Not widely, yeah, it's banned. So I don't understand what this could possibly help unless it's just really cheap to use. You know what I mean? That makes sense. Make asbestos great again. Trump slammed per move. Thousands of Americans die each year from asbestos-related diseases, including mesothelioma, a toll that prompted Biden administration to ban the carcinogenic product or substance long used in roofing materials and auto parts. Now, Trump's EPA, who doesn't believe, they don't know the difference between weather and climate. Yeah. Is moving to reconsider the ban, despite years of advocacy aimed at preventing such deaths. In the 5 months Trump's been in office, his administration's EPA has been on a deregulation spree. This is very, very, very bad. This will allow them to poison us, essentially, legally, with no repercussions whatsoever. Regulations by the EPA are there to protect us, too. Not just the environment, but us. Okay? Like, good examples, Elon Musk's AI factory that's just pluming out freaking giant clouds of methane all over neighborhoods that surround the area, essentially poisoning them. So they've also rolled back regulations around forever chemicals, and they're selling public lands. They're talking about deforesting all of our natural forests, all our national parks for the lumber. And they're going to poison the water. They're going to poison the air. And Donald Trump's even now selling public land. Donald Trump, you heard me right. Donald Trump is selling public land to cover the tax breaks for his millionaire and billionaire buddies. He thinks the land is his to sell. That's the crazy part. Donald Trump thinks that public land owned by the government is okay for him to sell. Like it's his land. Okay? So if you guys just wait, we're going to have foreign dictatorships buying land in the United States. Just watch. This will backfire so bad. And all it's going to do is make it even harder for people like you and me to buy property, to buy land, because that's one of the reasons why most people can't afford a home, is because all these corporations go around and buy up properties and buy up land. Then they mark it up so we can't afford it. You know what I'm saying? Like I always tell people this. When I got out of the military, I started selling cars. And in the year 2000, I was making roughly like 37 to 40 grand a year. I had my own car payment, brand new car. I had credit cards. I had my own apartment. And we used to go out and have fun and party and clubbing every single weekend on 40 grand a year. Now on 40 grand a year, you can't even afford your own apartment, yet alone a car insurance. God forbid. I mean, if you have kids, you can't afford anything because all of your money is going to go towards your kids. You can't afford the car. You can't afford the house. You know what I mean? And then they want to cut all the social programs that actually help people. That's what kills me. Like, again, this stat, I say this all the time. 50% of Americans make less than 30 grand a year. I'm not talking household income. I'm talking individual income per person in America. Half of us, including myself at the moment, make less than $30,000 a year. I don't know anybody that will live on it. I barely am making it right now. My lifestyle right now is by choice though, because I am pursuing this full time. I'm done. I can't go back to a regular job while the entire world burns down around me, especially when we need more, not less people in the independent media space. Like, you know what? Real quick, I do want to say a huge congratulations to Midas Touch, who I watched them live break 5 million subs today. I was sending them messages, but they have so many people watching them. I'm sure they didn't. I'm like, let's collab. I've already collabed with like 3 or 4 of their contributors. It would be nice to just be able to talk to the guys at Midas. You know what I mean? That would be cool. I mean, they're talking about, they want to bring people on board. So keep fingers crossed. Maybe we're just a little too raw for them because they are very professional. They are obviously lawyers and we talk shit hard. You know what I'm saying? So maybe we're just a little too raw for what they do. I don't know, but they also have Michael Cullen who curses like a freaking sailor. So I don't know. Maybe one day. A boy can dream, right? A boy can dream. Let's talk about. Let's start talking about Iran. Let me double check real quick. Oh, no. I don't want to talk about Iran yet. Yep. All right. One more thing. The FDA, this is dangerous. This is very dangerous because this is now a pay-to-play scheme. They're offering faster drug reviews to companies promoting national priorities. I don't know what that means. But they're going to fast track drugs, which is never a good thing. It is when it's a life-saving drug like COVID vaccine. They fast tracked that, obviously, because we were living in a pandemic and we were on complete lockdown, so they had to. But the FDA has always had a fast track program where you could pay extra money to get stuff approved or looked at, not approved, but looked at faster. So I don't like that they're even offering an even faster way to do it. So the FDA announced the Commissioner's National Priority Voucher Pilot Program to speed drug reviews aligned with U.S. national interest. What does that mean? How do drugs align with U.S.? Okay, maybe the breakout, but we have people that don't believe in vaccines. So, did you guys hear about Kristi Noem? Her allergic reaction? Yeah. The Last Prime, I think. Is he in here? Because I think I banned him. Anyway, Do you guys hear about Christy Nome? Her allergic reaction. She got rushed to the hospital, right? Because supposedly she had an allergic reaction to something. Turns out the day before she was sent to the hospital, she visited a bioweapons lab or a bio lab with RFK Jr. The bio lab is shut down currently for investigation. But so maybe they do research COVID-19 there. Maybe Christy Nome is unvaxxed and a dumbass walked into a facility full of fucking viruses and shit. Oh my God, that's hilarious. Like, to work in a place like that, I'm sure you have to be vaccinated. I'm almost 1,000,000% positive you have to be vaccinated and then some to work in a facility like that. And they just walk in there like it's nothing. And now she's in the hospital because of an allergic reaction. Yeah, you probably got Ebola. One can hope. One can hope. All right, so anyway, this program follows the failure of Congress to renew the rare disease priority review voucher by the end of 2024 and aims to incentivize timely drug development. Oh, so they're going to give kickbacks now to drug companies. Cool. As if drug companies need more money. God, do you guys know we're the most medicated country on planet Earth? It's not because we're we're unhealthy, but we're not the most unhealthy. The only reason is money. The more drugs they put you on, the more money the pharmaceutical companies make. Doctors, too. If you don't believe me, look at all the kickbacks they were getting when they were pushing Oxycontin around the country. Doctors were making more money than they had ever seen before. So, yeah. I hate drug companies. I hate drug companies for very specific reasons. I've had an allergic reaction to a medication that almost killed me. One pill. And they never even explained that this was even a possibility that this could happen. And I damn near died because of a reaction that I never taken a drug before. You know what I mean? So I didn't know. But they just push this stuff like it's all safe. And they don't tell you the side effects, the possible consequences. Like, I almost died. Something called serotonin syndrome. Look it up. It is horrible. Most horrible thing I've ever been through in my entire life. I hate drug companies. And I hate a lot of these doctors, too. A lot of them these days are as bad. But, man, when the pill stuff was going on, the opiates, they had pill mills. They had actual pill mills where you'd walk in, especially down in Florida. You'd literally walk in. People would come from all over the country. Drive to Florida, no insurance, cash only. You would walk in. They'd never seen you before. You'd be like, oh, my back hurts. They'd write you a prescription for like 300 Oxy 80s. You know what I'm saying? And then people would just sell them. The pharmaceutical company, especially the manufacturer of Oxycontin, is the reason we have an opioid crisis in America. Pharmaceutical companies, legal heroin is the reason, because that's all it is. Legal heroin, also known as Oxycontin, is the reason we have the opioid crisis in America. Because they pushed it as a safe and non-habit forming alternative. That's how it was marketed to the public. So you had all these people getting off of like Vicodin and Percocet going over to Oxycontin, thinking it was a safe, non-habit forming alternative. And then for those of you who don't know, once you're physically addicted to opiates, you will do. That's why you see people committing crimes just to get money for drugs or robbing people. Because you will do anything to not feel the way you feel when you have withdrawal of opiates. I speak from experience. It is quite literally the most painful mental anguish, physical pain, discomfort that I've ever felt in my entire life. And most people, I was fortunate. I made it through my addiction, came out on the other side, I think, a better person and a stronger person. But most people don't. I've seen people die. Overdoses are real. Okay? People die all the time from this shit. But then they're treated like, oh, they're just drug addicts. Well, they're drug addicts because y'all, the doctors and the pharmaceutical companies, got them hooked on drugs. Not everybody just goes out on the street and starts doing heroin. Most people get addicted to heroin because they were on painkillers. They got cut off, and then they're now physically addicted to them. Pills are very expensive on the street. Heroin is not. So eventually, you're going to switch just from a financial standpoint. It is inevitable. So, yeah, pharmaceutical companies are the reason we have an opioid crisis in America, okay? There is no other reason. Legal U.S. drugs and drug companies. All right, so that was my rant about that. But let's get into Iran and Israel. So Donald Trump is chickening out while he's talking about using a tactical nuke. But now he's saying they're going to make a decision on Iran in 2 weeks, which is the standard Trump response. Here's Caroline.
I have a message directly from the president, and I quote,
KK
based
Caroline.
on the fact that there's a substantial chance of negotiations that may or may not take place with Iran in the near future, I will make my decision whether or not to go within the next 2 weeks.
Yeah, okay, buddy. We believe you. No, the truth behind that is members of Congress are trying to stop Donald Trump from, they introduced the bill, and I believe it expires in 2 weeks. It expires in 2 weeks. If Donald Trump goes to war without the approval of Congress, he's toast. He will not be president by the end of this year if he starts a war without the consent of Congress. Even Republican members of Congress are turning on him now because of this war. You know what I mean? They went out and told their constituents, Donald Trump's the no new war president. And here we are 1 day away from 5 months. And he's already started World War III. But now he's saying 2 weeks. 2 weeks is the standard Trump response. If you don't believe me, here's a montage of Donald Trump saying things are coming in 2 weeks. And honestly, this montage could be an hour long if I found all the...
I would say over the next 2 or 3 weeks that will be phenomenal.
Something large or small, but it rarely comes.
Wiretap covers a lot of different things. I think you're going to find some very interesting items coming to the forefront over the next 2 weeks. 2 weeks as to NAFTA and what we're going to do about it. Unless I have them every 2 weeks and I do myself. In about 2 weeks.
Having a big opening in 2 weeks. Pennsylvania, Ohio, West Virginia, so many places. A big opening of a brand new mine. It's unheard of.
Yep, 2 weeks. 2 weeks. 2 weeks. You know, though, I think I found the real reason. I found a leaked video. I think it's the real reason that Donald Trump, see if I can find it here. I think it's a leaked video, okay? And this explains exactly why Donald Trump doesn't want to use nuclear weapons yet. Or no, maybe this has to do with the bunker buster. I don't know. Let me play the video. You guys let me know.
It is too round on the top. It needs to be pointy. Round is not scary. Pointy is scary. This will put a smile on the faces of the enemy. They will think that it is a huge robot's dildo flying towards them.
No, Supreme Leader, the shape of the missile top has nothing to do with aerodynamics. It is about the payload delivery.
No, it sticks in the ground and then kaboom.
Supreme Leader, I think perhaps some of your information about bombs is coming from cartoons.
Nonsense. They were research films. And in them, the victims of the bomb...
If you guys don't know what this movie's called The Dictator, this is one of the funniest movies ever.
...would get very sooty faces, and then a see-through version of themselves started rising up towards heaven while playing a harp.
In this film, just one question, was there a duck who, when the explosion is happening, his bill goes around the back of his head, and then in order to talk, he has to put it back this way?
There was somebody who suffered a deformity like that, yeah.
Okay. I am now 100% sure that you are watching cartoons.
Have you spoken to the experts about this? Have you consulted Professor Bobai?
Who?
Professor Bobai, the one with the incredibly strong forearms that are missized for his body.
The man you are discussing is called Popeye.
Bobai.
He is not a professor. Popeye is, as the song tells us, a sailor man.
Indulge me. For 1 second, pretend that I'm an idiot.
Okay, I'm there.
Through all that stuff, it has to be pointy. I imagine that's what Donald Trump does when he meets with the people that built his nuclear bomb. It has to be pointy. It sticks to the ground and then kaboom. If you guys haven't seen that movie, you gotta watch Sacha Baron Cohen. Is it Sacha Baron? Yeah, I think that's it. They call it The Dictator. It is freaking hilarious. He's a completely incompetent leader. Which, yeah, except for he is a dictator. I forget the name of the country he's from. Yeah, but anyway, that's it. Of course, that was a joke. That was not incited. That was not an incited video, obviously. So Tucker and like MAGA is all over the place on this. Half of MAGA, there is a civil war going on in MAGA over this war because nobody wants to go to a war in the Middle East. And you know what I don't understand about MAGA? Like, they hate Jewish people in America, but they will defend Israel with their dying breath. Israel is like, the leaders of Israel, a lot of people have come out and said they're just the death cult. They are Zionists. Again, Zionism is like the MAGA Christianity of Judaism. Okay, they're no different than the MAGA Christians. So, but their claws are so deep in American politics. AIPAC has funneled billions of dollars into American politics over the years. With a B, okay? And Democrats too. I didn't know this. Democrats too have been heavily lobbied by Israel. Okay? And there are rumors that Israel has the Epstein files. I'm serious. There is a rumor, and maybe that's why Donald Trump will do everything Israel says. There is a rumor that maybe Israel has the Epstein files. I wouldn't put it past them. They are known for running blackmail operations. Mossad is. So, I don't know. According to Iran, though, Iran News, yo, if you haven't followed Iran News on TikTok, they have a sense of humor. They are dark funny. But they posted this. This is from the Iranian News with 154,000 followers. This is why Trump's obeying everything. Just don't leak the tapes of me doing that on Epstein's Island. I almost read that. But no, seriously, Iran's freaking oh no, hold up. Oh no, come on. Iran News. Yeah, Iran News is no kidding. Look at this. They may or may not have taken down Israel's Iron Dome. Their strategy was they fired a bunch of old rockets into Israel airspace to intentionally deplete their defense system. So now I believe Israel is panicking. We only used 5% of it. They are trolling hard, man. But yeah, you should definitely check out Iran News, because they got some pretty insane stuff. I mean, they're showing videos of Tel Aviv. This is the Iron Dome system at work. That's a hypersonic missile hitting. That's crazy. Oh my God, that's so fast you don't even see it. That's insane. 2 Chinese electronic surveillance ships are in the Persian Gulf. We have is it the B-2 bomber? I forget which one, the Stratosphere. We have the only planes that are able to carry a nuclear ordnance in the Gulf right now. So there's that. Oh, wow. Israel killed President JFK and stole a nuclear bomb. Israel is the biggest threat to peace, not Iran. I kind of agree with that. Israel. Holy cow. What's coming will be even harsher and more painful. Wow, they're not playing around. But no, they're trolling Trump hard. Thank you for turning Tel Aviv into rubble. Oh my God. Israel is going to... I don't know how to say this. If you're Jewish around the world and you do not support this and you're not a Zionist, you all need to speak up. You have to. You have to, and you have to do it now. Do not take the responsibility. Do not be silent. Do not be complicit in anything that Israel is doing right now. If you want to save your own people, because Israel is going to make the world hate Jewish people. That's what they're going to do. They're slaughtering it because it's hard to say that without sounding like a complete asshole. But that's what's going to happen. They're going to make the entire world hate the Jewish community. And every Jewish person in the world is going to be blamed for what Israel is doing. So if you that's why I'm a white guy that speaks out against racism. Like, you have to step up, or silence is complicity. You can't be quiet about the situation. So I know there's a lot of Jewish people all over the world that are not okay with this, but we need more and more people to stand up and talk about it. I actually had to unfollow Aaron Parnas today because he will not, he's Jewish, he will not, no matter what, talk bad about Israel. I had to unfollow him because of that. Okay? I'm getting Zionist vibes from Aaron Parnas. Yeah, people like Aiden Ross, an influencer. He's another one of those that's hardcore Israel. So, yeah. I got nothing against Israel. I do have a problem with religious extremists. Religious extremists, whether you're a Zionist or a MAGA Christian, I don't give a fuck. If you're murdering people in the name of your religion, if you're deporting people, if you're putting people in prison in the name of God, fuck you and your religion. I don't know how much clearer I could possibly say that. You know what I'm saying? Right, you can hate a leader and not their people, just like the United States. Like, we are not, like, everybody hates America right now, but obviously not all of us Americans are bad people. Majority of us are not. Unfortunately, the bad people control everything right now, so they represent us. That's why everybody hates Americans. All Americans. Because of Donald Trump. That's why everybody's going to hate Jewish people, because of Benjamin Netanyahu. And it is very obvious at this point that Donald Trump and both the Democrats and the Republicans are deep up Israel's asshole. And I'm sure Israel has plenty of blackmail information on a lot of our politicians. That's what they do. That's what they do. Ever heard of a honeypot operation? Yeah, that's an Israeli thing. That's an Israeli thing. Where they would trick people, they would trick men with, like, beautiful women and then get blackmail information on them. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what they do. Oh, my God. So I'm having a fit about this war right now because, obviously, this is horrifying. Every day I go to bed not knowing what I'm going to read when I wake up. Like, I honestly, every day when I wake up right now, I just expect to see a nuclear bomb goes off over Iran or Iran. That's what I'm worried about right now. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to see anybody die over this shit. Like, these wars are being run by a handful of people. The people, the population, has nothing to do with it. Now, of course, there's a part of the population that supports this genocide in Gaza and supports this war with Iran. But, there's... but the leaders represent the country. That's the problem, especially that we have right now, is our leader is Donald Trump. So everybody thinks we're dumb because Donald Trump is supposed to be, our president is supposed to be the best of us. If Donald Trump is the best of us, oh my God. Like, idiocracy is real. I'm surprised we're not dancing with Gatorade at this point. So, yeah. But anyway, the Doomsday plane is up in the air and running around. For you guys who don't know, the Doomsday plane is the plane that Donald Trump, or the President of the United States, gets on to essentially run away and run the country and run a war from the air. It is able to stand an EMP pulse from a nuclear blast. It's got all kinds of shielding for that kind of stuff. And it is out and about. It is out and about. The nuclear sniffer plane is doing test runs as well. I can't find anything on it saying that They're ramping up their operation. It seems to just be they're doing test flights, which they say is normal. But anytime I read stories about a plane that seeks out nuclear fallout, it makes me a little bit worried, especially when I'm also reading that the Doomsday plane is out near Washington after Iran completely. And they're saying 2 weeks because Iran wants to negotiate. They have no intention on negotiating with us. They have no intention on negotiating with us. And they've said that. So the 2 weeks has nothing to do with Iran's leaders saying, oh, you know what, maybe we'll talk. No, it has to do with the fact that Donald Trump does not have congressional approval. But he is considering using a tactical nuke. He hasn't come out and said that, I don't think. But they have said that he's worried that the step down from that is not going to work. It's not sufficient enough. So the next logical step is a tactical nuke. Donald Trump will nuke somebody. I'm speculating here, but Donald Trump will nuke somebody before the end of his term. Or a nuclear explosion will happen under the Trump administration. Now, whether it's on American soil or in other countries, yet to be seen. Whether we drop it or somebody else does is yet to be seen. But under this incompetent, weak that we have never been less safe from attack. Ever. And I'm talking not just physical attacks, cyber attacks. That is a big concern. Again, we have a bunch of idiots running our country that don't understand anything about that. One of the first things they did was actually shut down the department at the FBI. I think it was the FBI or NSA, one of those companies that was looking at Russian hacking. Yeah, they stopped that. So chances are Russia and other countries are trying to hack us as we speak. It's a guarantee because they always are trying to hack us. But now we have an administration that doesn't know what they're doing. And is not concerned with, I don't know, public safety. They're worried about flagpoles and gold phones and fucking nuking people and stuff like that. So, yeah. Unbelievable. 2 weeks, though. Yep, 2 weeks. 2 weeks. Always 2 weeks. So, Iranian Foreign Ministry spokesman says any American intervention would be a recipe for an all-out war in the region. It would. But not as a Pakistan, Iran. They will nuke Israel. That's what they've said. We also have a lot of air bases within striking distance of these missiles all across Europe. So if Donald Trump does, Russia may step in. I think, honestly, Russia, is broke at this point. Just like the Trump administration is running out of money, because they're burning through cash like it's infinite. ICE is almost out of money. Pete Hegseth was just grilled today or yesterday about the fact that they're spending money like they can just do whatever they want without any regard for spending our tax dollars. So they're almost broke. But Russia, I think, is in the same position. They've been doing this war with Ukraine for, 3-4 years now? And I think they're running out of money, which is why they haven't stepped in. They're a lot of talk, Russia. They've threatened to nuke us, I don't even know how many times. Like, they're like Donald Trump. They're like Taco. You know what I mean? Putin always chickens out. Taco and, oh my God, Taco and Paco. Please, somebody make a meme. Taco and Paco, the perfect pair. That's hilarious, dude. I want to open a restaurant and call it Taco and Paco. That's hilarious. But I think, I think Putin's mostly talking. I think they've used all their resources on the war against Ukraine. Pakistan, however, I don't think they're messing around. China could get involved. They would be on the Iranian side. They are not fans of Israel. Quite honestly, at this point, the only people that are is us. I don't see any other countries bending over backwards for Israel like America does. Do you guys? It's honestly disgusting how they have their fangs just in the necks of every American politician almost. I think it's like 80% of our American politicians have taken money from IPAC, which is insane.